minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
We're very talented. I mean, when we go out there and compete at a high level and give a lot of effort, we can be a good team.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey Rockets fans, it's Kobe Tree here, and before I get into this video, I want to let y'all know I reached 150 subscribers, so y'all know what that means. That means live shoe giveaway tomorrow. I'm going to do it at 8 p.m. I said 8 p.m. If y'all didn't hear that, 8 p.m. I'm going to make it clear. I want everybody who's been a part of the team, who's subscribed or whatever, have an opportunity to win this. All you got to do is join live and answer a few questions. And the first one who responds gets the shoes. And all you got to do is give me your information, and I'll send you the shoes. Okay, let's get into this game. I want to talk about, the absence of John Wall and how crucial it was. Y'all already know, John Wall is the leader, the general of this team. And it just showed last night. It forced Victor Oladipo, Eric Gordon, and Mason Jones to become the primary ball handlers. And you saw it. They turned over the ball a lot. They were sloppy. Victor Oladipo had a really bad game, and I'm not here to say Victor Oladipo is trash. I'm here to say he forced a lot of things. So I compare Monday's game and last night's game, and the fact that there wasn't a lot of ball movement. There was a lot of defensive collapses. And our best offensive player didn't get his touches. He was 3 for 7, and that's Christian Wood. So if I was Christian Wood, that's why I say Christian Wood's a solid number 2 on a great team or a good team, because he doesn't demand the ball. And, that's something that Victor Oladipo and Eric Gordon had to, really adjust in their game. Eric Gordon had a great game, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 for 15 from the floor, 3 for 9 from the three-point line, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 2 steals. He had 4 turnovers. Like I said, some of these guys were forced to be the point guard, and that's really not where they, excel at. Mason Jones came out there for a little bit. He didn't look too good himself. Had a turnover, 0 for 2 from the three-point line. And definitely, when he was out there, you could tell that he was out there and being a negative. P.J. Tucker didn't score. When P.J. Tucker doesn't score, it's bad news. Because if he has like 4 points, then it seems like the Rockets win, I promise you. Keep an eye on that. When P.J. Tucker scores, it's a recipe that the Rockets are going to win. Even if it's 4, if it's 9 points, you already know the Rockets won. But like I said, Christian Wood, didn't establish his dominance, didn't get the ball. And, I got to give it up to the Thunder. The Thunder are down a lot of players. Shai, Alexander, they're down also Dort. They lost him in early in the first quarter. And, they have other injuries that, are crucial as well for the team. So they were down to like 9 or 8 guys, and they still, gave it to the Rockets. Like I said, Silas, has to get these guys, more ready. And the fact that, they need to keep passing the ball when John Wall is not out there. DeMarcus Cousins wasn't great. He wasn't horrible, but, I expected a tad bit more from him because, Christian Wood wasn't being a very, efficient as well. Daniel House was a no-show. He was 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. He just had a horrible game. 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He was a minus 18 on the field. So he was definitely, he was a no-show. And then you have Sterling Brown. Sterling Brown and Eric Gordon were my players of the games. Both played really well. Monday, Sterling Brown was a player that really didn't show up on the stat lines, didn't have a great game. But this game, he had 22 minutes, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 from 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from the three-point line, 2 blocks, 2 steals. And, I really got to look at that stat line and say, wow, for a role player, he's stuffing the stats. So Sterling Brown deserves more playing time at times. I think he deserves more playing time than, Ben McLemore. I don't know why Ben McLemore was out there at one point. It probably was because of the offense. But right when he was out there, you could tell his defense is so bad. You know, it's kind of time for him to, you know, get traded to another team. I like Ben McLemore, you know, I really do, but he doesn't really bring what Silas is preaching, and that's defense and putting the ball on the floor. And he's not even hitting threes, so he's really a negative on the floor. Let's see how he was a -4 on the floor. So he definitely wasn't efficient out there. But I go through the stat line as well. Like, nobody jumped out at me. I'm telling you, the Thunder played a great game, and I got to give it up to them. You know, this is a short memory league. You got to go to one game and say, "Damn, we lost, but we got to, you know, come back." And you know, unfortunately, we play on back-to-back games. So, like I said, that's something the virus and traveling have, you know, played a hand in. The fact that the Rockets got to play, you know, teams like San Antonio twice, the Mavericks, you know, etc. Because, you know, due to the virus, there's not a lot of traveling, and you know, teams are going to beat you because they see you back-to-back games. And that's why you see a lot of teams in the West. There's a lot of teams that are average or have, you know, very 50-50, 500 records. Because I'll tell you why. Because they're all playing each other back-to-back nights. So you have time between a day off after the first game to really evaluate, okay, what went wrong, what was successful for them, and how do we attack it the next game. And, you know, that alone gives, you know, teams the familiarity to kind of like establish a game plan on the next game where they see you. So, you know, that's something you see a lot, like in the Southwest Division and all these divisions. You know, teams know you really well, but the fact that the Rockets are stuck in this position, like every other team, the Rockets are just going to have to take full advantage of it and hopefully, you know, beat the Thunder or beat whoever they play the other night and keep going. You know what I mean? Keep doing what was going for you the night before. And that was passing, defense. And yes, you know, like I said, I don't know how good the Rockets are, you know, without John Wall long term. But, you know, minute restrictions is really hurting the Rockets. You know, his gameplay is so crucial for the Rockets, and the fact that, you know, what he brings out there, his leadership, he puts players in the right position to succeed, unselfish. You know, that's what you want in a leader. And I think Silas and the Rockets really hit a home run getting John Wall over Russ. I'm going to say that every time I can because it's just true. You know what I mean? Like I said, he should be an all-star, but just because of the minute restrictions and the games that he's missing, he's not going to have that chance. I wish he did, but he won't. And the bad things, you know, that happened versus the Thunder, you know, hopefully the Rockets clean them up because they have a tough game tonight. They have the Memphis Grizzlies, and, you know, that's not an easy win. You know, it truly isn't. You know, they have Memphis, they have the Spurs. Both games, you know, could go either way because you're missing Victor Oladipo tonight. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you don't know how good the Rockets are because, you know, one game you have Vic, one game you have John, one game you have them both. You know, there's other players who have injuries and who are on minute restrictions as well. One player I really haven't seen take any time off, that's DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know when he's going to get his time. I guess him alone coming off the bench is kind of like his minute restrictions. So maybe he doesn't want minute restrictions, but like I said, him coming off the bench alone is probably his minute restrictions. He plays night in and night out pretty much. I think he had one game where he didn't play. But like I said, there's a lot of guys who are capable on this team. They just need to pass the ball more, you know, more cutting. You know, that starts with players like Jashante, who's a great cutter and, you know, could even shoot the ball well. But Victor Oladipo just took too many shots. You know, hopefully we get it together the next game. You know, John Wall will be out there. But like I said, Victor Oladipo won't be. So probably you'll see Eric Gordon in the starting lineup. If not Eric Gordon, I like Eric Gordon coming off the bench because just what he brings. I would like to see Daniel House as the starter. You know, even he comes off the bench and does really well. But like I said, it wasn't a lot to take away from this game. We just got to get ready. And like I said, you have to have a short memory in this NBA league, especially this year because you're playing a lot of teams back-to-backs. So, like I said, Kobe Tree out. Y'all be ready for the shoe giveaway. 150 is lit. Somebody's going to get a pair of shoes, brand new, never worn, not no kids' shoes, brand new shoes from Foot Locker or whatever. All right, man. I'm out.